In our lifetime, we absorb facts, information, and skills. We get our theoretical and practical understanding through education and experience. It's called knowledge. Welcome to television's longest-running high school quiz show, Knowledge Bowl. Let's join two of our 16 competing Northeast Michigan high schools and our host, Astrid Fitzpatrick, for today's match.
Hello and welcome to Knowledge Bowl, Michigan's longest-running quiz show. I'm your host, Astrid Fitzpatrick. Today our game is between Hale and Ogemaw Heights. We'll start by introducing our teams, beginning with Hale.
Hi, I'm Ariel Everett, and I'm a senior.
Lee Edgar, senior.
Stephen Toth, junior.
Jacob Short, freshman.
Trent Riley, freshman.
Ethan Rash, junior.
And they're joined by their coach, Jordan Barkley. And our team from Ogemaw Heights?
CJ Gillette, freshman.
Dylan Finkbeiner, freshman.
Colin Finkbeiner, freshman.
Brittany Codron, sophomore.
And they're joined by their coach, Andrew Barna. I'd also like to thank our judges, Matthew Fitzpatrick and Joey Greskoviak, for being here today. Our first round is the toss-up round, but before we start that, here are the rules.
Round 1 is a toss-up format. A question will be asked, and the first competitor to ring in has the opportunity to answer the question. If a correct answer is given, the team is awarded 10 points. No consulting is allowed. If the answer is incorrect, then the question goes to the opposing team to answer.
All right, let's get started. In 1978, the United States banned use of these, called CFCs for short, as propellants in most spray cans. What are CFCs? Ariel?
Chlorofluorocarbons.
That's correct. This invention came about when a scientist testing a radar tube in 1942 noticed a candy bar melted in his pocket. That's correct. What do we call a payment of money that citizens and businesses are required to make in order to help pay for the cost of government? CJ?
Taxes.
That's correct. When connected with fine, it literally means superiority in quality. When joined with the word impose, it means placement above. What is this 5-letter prefix? Lee?
Super.
That's correct. Viewed from Venus, its nearest planetary neighbor, how would the Earth appear? CJ?
As a blue marble.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. Hale? Ariel?
Yellow.
I'm sorry, that's also incorrect. The answer we were looking for was as a bright star. In which of the 8 compass directions does the toe of Italy's boot point? Lee?
Northwest.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. CJ?
Southwest.
That's correct. As a United States Senator, Martin Van Buren opposed 2 great social evils of his time. Name either one of them. CJ?
Slavery.
That's correct. We also would have accepted imprisonment for debt. Does seasickness, which results from the wave-like motion of a boat, A, mix the fluid contents of the stomach and duodenum, B, affect only the imagination, C, occur only in a person who has eaten, or D, affect the semicircular canals of the inner ear? CJ?
D.
That's correct. How would you travel if you were an actor on stage given the direction to go downstage right, away from the audience and to their right, away from the audience and to their left, toward the audience to their right, or toward the audience to their left? Lee?
Toward the audience to their right.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect.
Away
CJ?
audience to the right.
I'm sorry, that's also incorrect. The correct answer was toward the audience and to their left. What is the most abundant substance in protoplasm? Ariel?
Water.
That's correct. The word museum comes from the Greek word indicating whose temple? CJ?
Apollo.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. Lee?
Athena's.
I'm sorry, that's also incorrect. The correct answer was the Muses. The most amazing thing about a black hole is its ability to A, attract, B, radiate, C, navigate, or D, pulsate. Lee?
Attract.
That's correct. Killer bees are known by the scientific name Apis mellifera scrutellata. In which South American country did they escape from labs in 1957? Lee?
Brazil.
That's correct. By uttering the one word approved, who gave her approval to a law ending 27 years of direct British rule of Northern Ireland? CJ?
Queen of England.
Sorry, that's incorrect. Hale? Ariel?
Margaret Thatcher.
I'm sorry, that's also incorrect. The correct answer was Queen Elizabeth II. Let's see. Within 30 days of his 18th birthday, every male citizen of the U.S. must do what? Lee?
Register for the draft.
That's correct. After China, which nation is the most populous communist country in the world today? CJ?
Russia.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. Hale? Lee?
Cuba.
I'm sorry, that's also incorrect. Correct answer is Vietnam. The biggest land empire in history extended from Asia's Yellow Sea to the borders of Eastern Europe. Can you name it? Ariel?
Roman.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. CJ?
Mongol.
That's correct. A ship is to be built with a bow of 6 feet long. The stern is as long as the bow plus 25% of the length of the body. The body is as long as the bow and stern together. What will be the overall length of the ship? Colin?
15.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. Hale? Lee?
36.
I'm sorry, that's also incorrect. Correct answer was 32 feet. Name the enzyme in the human body that breaks down milk sugar. Ariel?
Lactase.
That's correct. Some biologists consider the fishes a superclass and divide them into 3 classes. Identify any 2 of them. Ariel?
Bony and cartilaginous.
That's correct. What is superlative about star R136A in the Large Magellanic Cloud? Lee?
It's the brightest.
That's correct. Who is the only official who may call fouls in a soccer game? CJ?
Referee.
That's correct. Find the x-coordinate of the critical point of y equals x squared plus 4x and determine whether it is a maximum, minimum, or neither. The correct answer was x equals -2, and it was minimum. Of the 3 independent countries whose names begin with the letter J, which one is not an island? Colin?
Georgia.
Sorry, that's incorrect. Lee?
Jordan.
That's correct. Miners were long puzzled by a blue mineral resembling copper ore that did not yield copper when smelted. They assumed it was copper ore that had been bewitched by malevolent earth spirits. In 1737, Swedish chemist Georg Brandt obtained a metal from the ore, but it was not copper. He named the new metal after the German word for earth spirits. Can you name this new element? Ariel?
Oh, shoot. Turquoise.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. Ogemaw? Brittany?
Iron.
I'm sorry, that's also incorrect. The correct answer was cobalt. That's all we have for our first round. We'll be right back with some updated scores. Welcome back. So far, our scores are Hale with a score of 100 and Ogemaw Heights with a score of 70. Our next round is the bonus round, but before we start that, here are the rules.
This is the bonus round. It consists of toss-up questions, as in round 1. However, this is the twist. The team answering correctly then gets 4 bonus questions. For each question answered correctly, a series of points will be awarded. Team members can consult, but only the team captain can answer the question. After an incorrect answer, the toss-up portion begins again for both teams.
All right, here we go. Who is the main character in Dante's Divine Comedy? All right, CJ?
Dante.
That's correct. Okay. When it introduced the zip code in 1963, the post office authorized 2-letter abbreviations for each state. I'll name some states and you give the abbreviations. Massachusetts.
MA.
That's correct. Michigan.
MI.
That's correct. Minnesota.
MN.
That's correct. And Mississippi.
MS.
That's correct. Identify the world's most populous democracy. CJ?
United States.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. Hale? Okay, the correct answer was India. What aviator and baseball hero were both born on February 6, 1895 in Baltimore? Ariel?
Babe Ruth. Oh, and Amelia Earhart.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. Ogemaw? And the correct answer was Charles Lindbergh and Babe Ruth. Sun Yat-sen was trained as and practiced this profession before entering politics. Name it. Ariel?
Physician.
That's correct. Okay, these questions are about geometry. What do we call a line segment connecting the center of a circle with any point on the circle?
Radius.
Yes.
Radius.
That's correct. Any part of a circle's circumference is called what?
Oh,
Arc.
Arc.
That's correct. The sphere has only one surface. Which solid has only three surfaces?
Cone.
Solid.
No. Cone. Wait.
No, cone has 2.
Cylinder.
Cylinder.
That's correct. And what is the name given to a four-sided polygon?
Rectangle.
No. Yes, rectangle.
Rectangle.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. The correct answer was quadrilateral.
Right.
Okay, what title is given the president in Article 2, Section 2 of the Constitution? Lee?
Commander-in-Chief.
Judges? I'm sorry, that's incorrect.
Commander of
CJ?
the Armed Forces.
I'm sorry, that's also incorrect. The answer we were looking for was Commander-in-Chief of the Army and the Navy. What is called the universal energy molecule? Lee?
Water.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. CJ?
ATP.
Oh, that's correct. These are American history questions. What famous organization of anti-slavery people helped escaped slaves by hiding and feeding them on their way to Canada?
The Underground Railroad.
That's correct. What was the name of the first transcontinental railroad completed in 1869? The correct answer was the Union Pacific. It is a strictly Egyptian architectural form appearing as CJ?
Pyramid.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. Appearing as a tapering stone needle tipped with bronze, which symbolizes a ray of sunlight. What is the correct name for this form? Lee?
Sundial.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. The correct answer was obelisk. Define and spell deter. Deter. Ariel.
Deter. D-E-T-E-R, and to kind of scare something off or put off.
That's correct. Identify these isms from the fields of religion and philosophy. Religious sorcery as practiced on certain Caribbean islands is
Voodooism.
That's correct. An ecclesiastical spirit or division is
Repeat.
an ecclesiastical split or division is
Exorcism.
What?
Exorcism.
Sectism.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. The correct answer was schism. Which of these nutrients is most closely linked to cancer? Carbohydrate, fat, Ariel?
Carbohydrate.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. Carbohydrate, fat, or salt? CJ?
Fat.
That's correct. Okay, these are science questions. Which blood group is the most common?
A.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. Correct answer was O. What well-known slogan did supporters of Calvin Coolidge use in the 1924 election? The correct answer was keep cool with Coolidge. Many Roman emperors lived on the Palatine Hill, hence this word for a stately mansion. Lee?
Palestine.
I'm sorry, what?
Palestine.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect.
Palace.
CJ? That's correct. Okay, locate these famous streets by city. Les Champs-Élysées.
Paris.
That's correct. Hans Christian Andersen Boulevard.
Italy.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. Correct answer was Copenhagen. Persons who flee a nation, often to escape invasion. CJ?
Refugees.
That's correct. The legislative body in the USA is called Congress. Now name the legislative bodies of each of these countries. England.
Parliament.
That's correct. Israel.
Representatives.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. Correct answer was Nesset. Identify the punctuation marks used to enclose material that an editor inserts in any kind of quoted passage. CJ?
Quotation marks.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. Ariel?
Brackets.
That's correct. Okay, these are earth science questions. Why is it colder near the Earth's poles than at the equator?
Because of the
Farther away from the sun's light,
Yeah.
the direct sunrise rays go to the equator.
Oh, that's correct. The erosive agent most responsible for the surface appearance of our landscape is A, moving surface water, B, moving ice, C, wind, or D, groundwater.
Moving ice.
moving ice.
Sorry, that's incorrect. Correct answer was moving surface water. Sulfur dioxide is the chief cause of acid rain. What substance is the chief cause of global warming? Ariel.
Carbon dioxide.
That's correct. These are questions about Napoleon. Where was Napoleon born?
France.
I think he was born somewhere else. But I'll
Was
go
he
with-
not born in
I'll go with
France?
France.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. Correct answer was Corsica. Which of the following is a true metal? Phosphorus, arsenic, antimony, or bismuth? CJ?
Bismuth.
That's correct. Name these literary characters. His portrait grows old while he remains young-looking.
Portrait of. Gray.
Judges? I'm sorry, that's incorrect. The answer we were looking for was Dorian Gray. But that's all we have for our bonus round. We'll be right back with some updated scores. All right, welcome back. So far, I've got Hale with a score of 180 and Ogemaw Heights with a score of 200. We're also joined by alternates Ethan Rash and Trent Riley on Hale's side. Our next round is the 60-second round, but before we start that, here are the rules.
This is our 60-second round. The team with the lowest score selects from one of the 4 categories of 10 questions. The team that has 60 seconds to answer as many questions as possible. Each correct answer is worth 10 points. Any missed questions will then be answered by the opposing team. An additional 20-point bonus is awarded for answering all 10 questions correctly.
All right, and we're starting with Hale, who's chosen the category spelling. Accessible.
ACCESSIBLE.
That's correct. Allotment.
ALOTTMENT.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. Chlorophyll.
CHLOROPHYLL.
That's correct. Cholesterol.
CHOLESTEROL.
That's correct. Commitment.
COMMITMENT.
That's correct. Comprehensible.
COMPREHENSIBLE.
That's correct. Correspondence.
CORRESPONDANCE.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. Damnable.
DAMNABLE.
That's correct. Decadence.
DECADENCE.
That's correct. And decathlon.
DECATHALON.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. Okay, Ogemaw. Allotment.
ALOTMENT.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. Correspondence.
CORRESPONDENCE.
That's correct. And decathlon.
DECATHALON.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. Then we'll go to Ogemaw Heights, who's chosen the category nations. From each of the following groups, identify the largest nation by area. Kenya, Kiribati, and Kuwait.
Kenya.
Kenya.
That's correct. Laos, Latvia, and Lebanon.
Laos.
Laos.
That's correct. Madagascar, Malawi, and Malaysia.
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 Sorry, that's incorrect. Namibia, Nepal, and Netherlands.
Namibia.
Libya.
That's correct. Pakistan, Panama, and Papua New Guinea.
Pakistan.
Pakistan.
That's correct. San Marino, Saudi Arabia, and Senegal.
Saudi Arabia.
Saudi Arabia.
That's correct. Taiwan, Tanzania, and Thailand.
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 Sorry, that's incorrect. Uganda, Ukraine, and United Arab Emirates.
Ukraine.
Ukraine.
That's correct. Vatican City, Venezuela, and Vietnam.
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 Sorry, that's incorrect. Zaire, Zambia, and Zimbabwe.
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 Sorry, that's incorrect. And Hale, Madagascar, Malawi, and Malaysia.
Malawi. Malawi.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. Taiwan, Tanzania, and Thailand.
No.
Taiwan.
No, they said that.
No, they said
They said Taiwan then.
Taiwan.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. Vatican City, Venezuela.
Venezuela.
That's correct. And Zaire, Zambia, and Zimbabwe.
Zaire.
Zaire.
That's correct. That's all we have for our 60-second round. We'll be right back with some updated scores. Hey, welcome back. So far, we've got both teams tied with a score of 270. Our next round is a toss-up round, just like the first round, so we'll just go ahead and get started. What breed of dog, often referred to as a coach or carriage dog, is believed to have originated in the region of Croatia? Ariel?
Chow.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. Ogemaw? Right, the correct answer was a Dalmatian. A star system in which two stars revolve about... Ariel?
Binary.
That's correct. Approximately 2/3 of the native tropical rainforest in which state has been destroyed to make way for plantations, ranches, and housing? CJ?
Brazil.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. Ariel?
Georgia.
I'm sorry, that's also incorrect. Correct answer was Hawaii. According to an internet survey, what doll was the favorite toy of the 20th century? Ariel?
Barbie.
That's correct. Which of Shakespeare's characters has come to symbolize the person whose thoughtful nature is an obstacle to quick and decisive action? CJ?
Macbeth.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. Ariel?
Hamlet.
That's correct. Women over 18 years of age who can prove that they are descended from people who aided in establishing American independence from Britain can join what organization? Ariel?
Daughters of Liberty.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. Ogemaw?
Daughters of Liberty. I don't know. That's what it said, yeah.
Sorry, that's incorrect. You need to buzz in too.
Oh.
The correct answer was Daughters of the American Revolution. It begins in the Great Smoky Mountains, where 6,000 tons of rain fall per acre and drops thousands of feet until it joins the Ohio River at Paducah. Name this river that Franklin Roosevelt wanted to harness. CJ?
Mississippi River.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. Lee?
Colorado River.
Sorry, that's also incorrect. Correct answer was the Tennessee River. Oxygen is the most plentiful element in the Earth's crust. What is the second most abundant? Lee?
Carbon.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. CJ?
Nitrogen.
I'm sorry, that's also incorrect. Correct answer is silicon. What do Times Roman, News Gothic, Futura, and Helvetica have in common?
Their fonts.
Oh, that's correct. Botanists divide forests into 3 types: needleleaf, broadleaf, and tropical rain. Which kind contains primarily coniferous trees and grows... Lee?
Needle leaf.
That's correct. An ornate style of design that flourished around the beginning of the 20th century is known by a 2-word foreign name. Give me that name, which in English means new art. Lee?
Avant-garde.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect.
Neoclassical.
I'm sorry, that's also incorrect. The correct answer was Art Nouveau. A 200 square yard playground is to be built. Exactly 40% must be asphalt, 30% sand, and the remaining percentage is grass. What are the square yard specifications for asphalt, sand, and grass? Ariel?
Shoot. 14.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. Yeah, a 200 square yard playground is to be built. Exactly 40% must be asphalt, 30% sand, and the remaining percentage grass. What are the square yard specifications for asphalt, sand, and grass? CJ?
200 yards, 200 square yards.
I'm sorry, that's also incorrect. The answer we were looking for was 80 square yards asphalt, 60 sand, and 60 grass. Okay, the first American postal service began in 1639 in what colony? Ariel?
Massachusetts.
That's correct. Which element's chemical symbol comes from the Latin word natrium? Lee?
Sodium.
That's correct. Define and spell garner. Lee?
Garner, Garner. It means to to decorate.
Sorry, that's incorrect. Ogemaw? Brittany?
Garner. It means to place something down.
I'm sorry, that's also incorrect. The correct answer was garner, G-A-R-N-E-R, and it means to collect or gather up and store. Among other things, this American Renaissance man wrote A Summary View of the Rights of British America, Life of Captain Lewis, and Notes on Virginia. Can you name him? CJ?
Thomas Jefferson.
That's correct. Pulitzer Prizes are worth a little cash prize plus a lot of prestige. What university is charged with naming the recipients of these awards? Ariel?
Harvard.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. Ogemaw?
Yale.
I'm sorry, that's also incorrect. Correct answer was Columbia University in New York. One of a group of retail outlets whose activities are supervised or coordinated by a central managerial body is called what? CJ?
Supermarket.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. Hale? Ariel?
Chain store.
That's correct. In physics, the moment of force, which is used to determine stresses in bridges and other structures, is also called what? Lee?
The moment arm length.
I'm sorry, that's
Torque?
incorrect.
Can you repeat the question?
In physics, the moment of force, which is used to determine stresses in bridges and other structures, is also called what?
Stress.
No, I'm sorry, that's incorrect. The correct answer was torque.
Oh, I said that.
And that's all we have for our final round. We'll be right back with some updated scores. And welcome back. Our final scores are Hale with a score of 350 and Ogemaw Heights with a score of 280. So congratulations to our winners today from Hale. Join us next week when we'll have Fairview versus Standish. And I'll leave you with a quote from Carl Jung, knowledge lies not in truth alone, but in error also. So don't be afraid to make mistakes. That's why they put the little erasers on pencils. Have a nice day.